Well, hello everybody. Here we are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And we are back with more championship action today. It is Leicester City versus Sheffield Wednesday. And these two teams I was going to say they couldn't be more different, but they have their own issues in completely different areas. Leicester are different because they are just down from the Prem, and Sheffield Wednesday are different to them because they're most likely going down to League One. So we are expecting top versus bottom today. Will this be an absolute kicking for Sheffield Wednesday, or can the young boys pick it up and actually keep a reasonable scoreline, if not do anything from the match today? So we all know there has been massive amount of issues for Sheffield Wednesday off the pitch with their owner, Mr. Defan Chansiri. Interestingly, that stand behind my head with Chansiri's name on it is having a little issues with holes in its roof. I believe it's been deemed unsafe, so we will see today if it has been shut down and if nobody is in it. Also, without yet talking about the football, everybody wants Chansiri out, and we are expecting some demonstrations at the match today. I have actually, guys, I put up the wrong background because we are not playing at Sheffield Wednesday's ground. What am I saying? It's Leicester's ground. Okay. First mistake of the day. That's fine. Let's get it over and done with quickly and early. So there are going to be some protests today at the ground, but because it's Leicester's ground, there's not a huge amount they can do. It's only a small amount of away fans. So what they are planning, as far as I'm aware, is that they are not going to come in for the first 10 minutes. They have asked away fans to remain out of their seats for 10 minutes as a show of support to get rid of Chansiri. And they are planning on putting a big banner out across the away section so that the Sky cameras can see it. And I have it in the background here. It's not that big, actually. SWFC for sale, enough is enough. It covers about 4 or 5 rows of seats and in an empty portion. So not a massive banner, but of course it's an away ground. So that has been shown there on the screen beside me as we're watching in the build-up. And at the moment, there is only 20 or 30 people in the stand, obviously those dealing with the banner. Also, in addition to that, they have a plane, a small little plane going across the ground with a banner behind it, which we believed that Sky has been told about, and expectations are that they will show it during the match and will be ready to see it flying across the stadium. Can they do much more? Not really. I would expect much bigger protests when it's actually at home in their home ground for some of their other matches. So with that basic out of the way, let's say a quick hello to everyone who is here while the rest are filing in. We have Ted Nelson, Steve Barton is in the house, Josh Anthony's there saying hello, Danny D, Dan Moore, Slarf. Okay, Slarf, where are you from? If you're a Leicester fan or a Sheffield fan, let us know, and feel free to throw loads of comments in if you're a fan of one of these two teams, because I am a Wrexham fan. This is a Wrexham channel, but this season we are reaching out across the divide, let's say, to all the championship teams. We're going to watch a lot more matches. We're going to do a lot more watch-alongs. Both myself and then others, including Ken and Aaron, will probably pop on at some point doing some watch-alongs. And Josh is going to cover all of the Wrexham himself, and he may cover a couple of the championship at some point during this season as well. Now we have a few more coming in. Elizabeth Jones is here saying, hope it's not carnage score for Wednesday. Oh, I'm in two minds here. I want to see it, and I kind of don't want to see it just to be nice. Sean Deasy is here saying, howdy, howdy, howdy. John Merrill, they are now stuck outside as the concourse can only have 1,000 due to health and safety. So the other 2,000 are locked out for now. Okay. So let's throw that one up. Yeah, so I'm going to turn up my commentary in my ear because I think they just mentioned about the people stuck outside. They're still watering the pitch. Surely that makes a difference. Well, it dries out over time, obviously, so they do wet them pretty close up until kickoff time. Dave Foster is here as well. So Slarf, let us know where you're from. And if you are a member of or fan of another team, by all means, you can come and join us at the local pundit throughout the season this year. We do also have a Discord server where we chat about the championship and Wrexham, and everyone is welcome to come and join us over there. If you're a friendly type, we're friendly too as well to people who are not Wrexham fans. No problem at all. John Merrill is in the house in the chat, and you can see he has a Birmingham logo, and he actually helps us out discussing a lot of the championship as well. So we're a nice friendly bunch. I'm just going to grab our link to the Discord and throw it up nice and early before I forget. Okay, so anybody wants to come in to the Discord, there is the link to come and join us. So today, as I was saying, is the David versus Goliath in theory. Leicester still have a lot of their squad from the Prem last season. They haven't done much, if anything, in this window as of yet. They have worries of their own, which are mainly about losing points because of financial issues. But their squad is very strong. And my belief is that I don't believe they're going to get enough points deducted throughout the season to push them outside of the playoffs. I think they'll still land in the playoffs somewhere, but maybe they're taking the opinion that if they can't get the top two in automatic, why bother upgrading the squad if the squad is good enough to stay in the championship playoff spots anyway? Elizabeth Jones is saying, can we put a bet on that Leicester will be top of the table after this match? Yes. So what goal difference of 3 Bristol yesterday gave a bit of a kicking surprising for a lot of people to Sheffield United. 4-1 I think that ended, so goal difference of +3. Are Leicester going to beat Sheffield today by more than 3? I think so. Now Josh, let's throw that one up. Josh is saying he likes Wednesday's kit, so it's okay. I don't mind it. A little bit too white for my liking. So a bit of a kit watch today. Now, I did hear a rumor from one of the, well, not a podcast, but a video on YouTube from the supporters of Sheffield Wednesday. And they said that people are basically refusing to buy any merchandise and put money into the club this season as one of the elements to try and reduce the money and get rid of Chancery. And it was stated that they sold somewhere near 30 units of their new home kit on the first day inside their shop, which obviously is just ridiculously low numbers. Even if somebody is making that number up, but it was a really slow day, then, it's still terrible. Teams are getting ready, so I better get the clock here ready to go. They're starting to line up. Okay. So we are ready now, and Sheffield Wednesday are starting with the kickoff for the first half. There goes the whistle. Okay, and the clock is moving. Excellent. And everything is working today. I had mad issues yesterday and actually cancelled the stream, unfortunately, and apologies to anybody who might have been in there. So all looking good so far today. Let's just get this organized so I can see it nicely. Okay. So Elizabeth Jones here. Let's try this one up. Seriously though, if Leicester are going to be docked points later on, they are likely to want to make hay while the sun shines and get as many goals as possible, just in case goal difference becomes important. Yes, that is true. But if you consider that their squad is probably good enough to certainly go for top two and automatics, I would expect their goal difference to be nice and high versus anybody else who is around sixth, because that's the only one that matters pretty much. If you're going to get knocked out into seventh place, goal difference would really be the big one you would want. So I don't see that being an issue. I expect them to score a lot of goals, but let's see. First match, we can often have upsets. So let's see if Sheffield Wednesday can put a big upset for today. Silo de Bravos talking about the points. Yeah, we were just briefly discussing that. They are likely throughout the season to get docked points due to financial issues. Didn't go into it majorly because the match has just started. There's a corner coming in here now for Sheffield Wednesday, so let's keep an eye on that. Ball comes in. Back post, header. Ooh, bouncing and defended. Sheffield Wednesday have got the ball back and back in again up the left wing, but too much on it, and it's going out for a goal kick. So the first attack, Barry Bannon was involved there, one of their only senior players who stayed around. A very weak young team for them today. Maybe Bannon can lead them to something special. Maybe not. FYI, watching cast on TV and can't read live table or comments as they both overlap. Oh, I guess you mean when I put a comment up. Yes, if I bring up a chat comment, it does overlap the statistics. If you mean something else, please put another comment in. That was for Dave. Dave, put in another chat there if there's an issue for you with the way that it's laid out at the moment. But yes, if I bring up a chat, it will overlap the stats because we're using the entire screen for the stats. And Sheffield Wednesday are certainly up for it. They're chasing the ball up the left wing. Leicester obviously in there to defend it, doing quite well. Ball has come back out now about the halfway line, backpedaling by Wednesday, trying to reset. Lieben Sarah is going to try and watch it on Paramount Plus. I would expect it to be on Paramount Plus because it's the only match on a Sunday. So it has been picked by Sky as a featured match. I would expect all featured matches to end up on Premier Plus. Or Paramount Plus, yeah. Okay, so Leicester, first time with the ball, past the halfway line. Let's see how quick they are. Ex-Prem team now. The teams we've been looking at that came now from the Prem have been pretty fast, pretty quick with their passing around the team. So let's see if A, they're the same. Probably they will be. And two, will Sheffield Wednesday be able to keep up with it? Now, if they're playing a lot of young team, they'll have speed. Oh, and a shot comes in. Keeper gets down to his left and parries it away. And they're still going for it. Leicester's coming back in now. And a foul right in front of the box. Shoved him down. Now let's see. Free kick in and not, I was about to say an easy position. No, in a very nice position. Just outside the box to the right-hand side. So there'll be angle on it. Nicely curvable, let's say, for the back post. It's on the right-hand side of the goal as we're facing it. So let's see. Okay, so 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and people are starting to come in, the Sheffield Wednesday supporters. They were probably told to move because they're big build up outside the ground, I would guess. But they're getting clapped in by the Leicester fans, which is interesting. Okay, Dave. Yeah, okay, I got you. I'll have a look at that on my own phone after and see if there's anything we can do about it. Maybe not. I assume you have an option to remove your chat in that scenario. Here's a free kick. Oh, Messi. They tried a smart move. He rolled the ball backwards and then came in for the kick, which I think was an absolute waste. And then he had a nice shot with curve on it, but it went over the bar on the right hand side. Keeper was nowhere near it, but it wasn't on target. It wasn't terribly far off, but still too much on it. Okay, so yeah, it was kind of interesting that the Leicester fans clapped in the away fans there. There is a little bit of solidarity going around, and Leicester club were contacted by representatives of the away fans to discuss what was acceptable to do as protest and how to work with the stewards and the people at the ground in order not to cause too much disruption. And the idea of 10 minutes obviously couldn't be kept to, because I'm sure health and safety and all that carry on. Too many people just built up outside the ground, standing around doing nothing. Police probably unhappy with it, so they let them in. So now at 7, what happened to my clock? Why did my clock stop? Okay. Okay, I'll play with the clock again in a little bit and see if I can get it working. It does not seem to be working at the moment. It has stopped on me, so I'll try and call it out. Let's get back to the action because something is happening in the background. Okay, Leicester were on the attack and Cadamarteri was taken down by Justin. Ran straight into him, knocked him over. Actually, it was the other way around. Justin got the foul because Cadamarteri's knee hit him. So I got the names the wrong way around. But yes, Leicester are on the attack here again. Another free kick in a decent position. Let's see if they go direct for goal today. A little bit further out than the last one, more straight on goal. So let's see. He looks like he might be going for it. He should. Test the keeper. Okay, whistle goes. Let's see what he can do here. Ooh, got it over the wall with speed. Bottom left bottom right hand side of the goal, and keeper gets it. Nice and comfy. Keeper looks okay on the ball. He was quite comfortable taking an attacker running at him. And now Okoli is after taking a free kick on his end. So Sheffield Wednesday on the attack and have a free kick in the Leicester half. Probably not close enough to realistically go for a goal here, but let's see what they do with it. Probably hoof it up and see if they can get people under it. Yeah, that's what I would think. They're lined up, ready to go for it like a corner. Yeah, ball in, on the head. Ooh! Got contact, went to the left of the keeper, but ultimately easily taken. Okay, so match just settling in now, 12 minutes and not a crazy amount of attacking so far. Tempo was much faster in the matches yesterday and on the opener Friday night with Birmingham versus Ipswich. Much quicker start. So these seem to be settling to it comfortably. I'm assuming Leicester obviously are quite confident they're going to take this one down. But we'll see. Maybe, look, get the fast start, get it started. So John here is saying that their starting 11 is a championship team. The issue is their bench is all kids. Yeah, their starting 11 is a championship team, but it's still a weak championship team. Okay. Poor ball in there, straight to the keeper by Leicester, and ball out by Sheffield Wednesday. Another basic attack that went nowhere. Nothing major there. And the ball's gone all the way up the other end to the keeper. Okay, at the moment we are hitting 13 minutes and 30 seconds now. Just trying to listen there. A lot of noise coming from the crowd. I'm not quite sure who it is. I think it is the away fans. I think it is Sheffield Wednesday's fans, because the Leicester side look pretty quiet. Yeah, Nick, this is kind of my opinion too. Once it comes late into the match and the Sheffield Wednesday team start getting tired and they do have to start bringing in young substitutes, they're just going to get weaker and weaker, and I would expect Leicester to completely dominate it then. But they should be dominating them here as well. You know, Sheffield Wednesday are being picked to end up down the bottom of the table, and Leicester are a team coming down from the Prem. So if you're coming up on 15 minutes and not much done, so let's see. Okay, so Leicester on the attack there on the right-hand side, just outside the box. Took a shot on a curling shot, easy for the keeper to take. Again, a kind of a weak attempt. No harm getting a couple of shots on goal just to see whether the keeper is comfortable or not, but that was poor. And Patrick said, did they just say that Vardy was going to Wrexham in the broadcast? I didn't hear them say it, but if they did, that's just one of the rumours that has come up this summer. I haven't heard anything lately about the Vardy rumour. It came at the start of the summer, then completely died, and I haven't heard anything since. I don't believe it's a thing, personally. So not surprised Sky might mention it, or the commentators for them, just because it's a thing, a bit of a clickbaity thing to talk about. We have been linked, but we've been linked to absolutely everybody. So corner coming in now from Leicester from the left-hand side, curling in swinger. Aiming for the back post. Headed back in. Still bouncing around. Oh, shoot. Oh! He got on the end of that one, drove it straight at the goal, but not straight enough, just outside the bar, just outside the upright. Keeper was not getting at that if he put it on target. That would have been a lovely shot there. He was not far off. He looks, Sheffield Wednesday keeper looks okay so far. And John Merrill has said that the Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper is available for $8 million, according to Alan Nixon today. We don't need a goalkeeper, thanks very much, John. At least I hope not. I was quite comfortable with our goalkeeping performance yesterday, even though we did ultimately end up losing 2 late goals. So Leicester holding the ball here. Again, pretty comfortable on the ball. Don't seem to be rushed to do anything. They're passing around neatly now. Up outside the box. Can they do anything, though? Wednesday are trying to stop the attack, but they look very slow to me. And I'm curious why Leicester isn't playing faster. They should have the skills to do it, but I'm not going to say they look uninterested. What I'm going to say is they look overly calm, overly relaxed at this start of the match. So I wonder if a bit of this mentality is, with the big boys, of course we're going to win, is in the team today. Let's see. Scott, I'm not sure if you misunderstood me or if it's just a different point, but you're saying here, if you're not getting paid, you're not going to get injured, has come to your minds. I get the point, but Sheffield Wednesday players seem to be trying. They are going to attack Leicester. What I'm saying is Leicester are very calm, taking a few sleeping tablets before starting maybe. It's like an expectation that we'll get through these guys at some point. You know, we'll score our goal whenever, we're not worried. Which I'm surprised considering how fast the other matches have started. But in fairness, the other matches have started with stronger teams who are expecting to do a lot more and need to attack the big teams to gain some points and to get high up the board. So different dynamics, I guess. Leicester definitely look the more comfortable. They look the better team, but they just don't look like they're worried about when they're going to score their goals. Okay, John Merrill with the fast facts here. The brother of Wednesday keeper was the Southampton centre mid Charles, who played against us yesterday. Okay, interesting. So keeping it in the family. 2 brothers playing. Okay, so back and forths, pinging the ball around. Nothing major happening, guys. I'm not ignoring the game. It's just not that interesting at the moment. Okay, so we're back in Leicester's half for the first time in a lot ages. Oh, and we got a cut back into the box, and Lowe got on the end of it, but bad strike outside the post. But there was a touch on it, so it looks like it's going to be a corner for Wednesday. Interesting. Okay, guys, I'm at 20:30 now, and I'll call it at 21 minutes in a moment. Hopefully the corner's taken by then. Okay, corner's coming in. Back post. Bouncing around. Leicester have it on the way out. No, coming back in. More head tennis, and there goes the whistle for a free. I was going to say for a free kick, but no, he called it for an injury. There's a player still down in the box. Okay, 21 minutes. Okay, so just restarted now after that injury. Leicester have the ball, playing it forwards, and still kept the ball, yeah. And again, Leicester just playing around the players. Sheffield Wednesday attacking them, chasing them, not getting to them. They're, not as aggressive as the matches we've seen over the last couple of days. Bit slower in closing them down. So Leicester are looking generally comfortable, and it's not that often Wednesday are getting the ball off them. Okay, and another foul ref calls, and Leicester playing out again. Okay, just crossing the halfway line, right hand side and back. Oh, tippy tappy around the back. So left hand wing now. Just looking to break down Sheffield Wednesday. Back and forth passing. Pressure, play it backwards. And here we go up the centre. Okay, so coming up the left wing now. Plays it in towards the box, almost got it. Sheffield Wednesday got on the end of it, got it cleared, and now we have a throw in high up on the left-hand side. Now, will they attack into the box from here, or will they simply play it backwards? Okay. Looks like trying a long throw into the box, and he almost slips. Come on. Okay, bouncing around now. Danger. And it's gone out the other side. Who's getting it? Throw in from the other side. Sheffield Wednesday have got it. Okay. So defensive throw in up towards the half. Let's see if they can do anything this time with the ball. And it goes straight back to Leicester. Oh, and they up the front, up the wing. No, too much. They tried a nice little ball over the top there, up the wing, and their player up the front there just couldn't do it. Couldn't get onto the end of it. He's talking about the name of the Leicester City owner. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. Indian owner, very long name. Okay, Sheffield Wednesday on the attack here. Up the right-hand side. Got the ball. Can they get it into the box? Cut back. Oh, it's a goal! Wow, nice move. I like it. Attack up the right. Cut back into the box. Leicester were all over the place. Nobody was on the ball there, and they got on the end of it. Lovely strike straight in past the keeper. It might have taken a deflection up, but that was a lovely chance. 1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. We are coming up on 26 minutes. I will call 26 in a moment for you. Okay, 57, 58, 59, 26 minutes. Now, did I call Leicester were too comfortable? Too relaxed? First big chance, and it's taken. There was a deflection. Yeah, deflection by one of the Leicester defenders. Lovely shot. Might have still made it through, but the keeper was tracking it. So we won't put too much on the keeper there. He was tracking it nicely and it deflect, but I'm not sure where exactly it was going to go. Elizabeth, let's see. Well, they better. Leicester is going to kick it up a gear now, I bet. Well, they probably should. I would think so. But that's interesting now. That's going to make a match of this. Now, I don't think Sheffield Wednesday should sit back on this. They won't survive. Okay, so Leicester on the attack, up on the left-hand side. Took a nice long shot. Now they seem interested. Took a long shot in towards the keeper, seeing if anyone can get on the end of it. Decent shot, actually. Into a good spot. Almost on the head of one of the other players. And if there was someone near the back post, might have got on the end of that. So they're kicking it up a gear already. That was a nice chance. Well, nice shot into decent positioning. That's what's going to get them goals. So Nathaniel Shalaba scored. That's what they're saying. Nick is saying either Leicester all have food poisoning or they aren't taking this seriously enough. Well, I said they weren't taking it seriously enough before it happened. So call me Nostradamus. Although in fairness, I didn't say they were going to lose a goal. Leicester team immediately have picked up. You can see by the way they're running now. Instant change. Okay, Shalaba has gone down with a potential injury. That's delaying the game at the moment. So they're showing there that some fans still haven't come in and are still protesting, basically staying outside. Can't see exactly how many have filled the away end. It was a sellout crowd, and I think most have come in. So it's not that many left outside. Now, just in case Leicester do actually lose a load of points from their financial irregularities. Maybe it's good for them to lose 3 points here to Sheffield Wednesday, because everybody believes Sheffield Wednesday will not be a problem team this year. So if they can take some points off the big boys, then maybe it'll be helpful, just in case Leicester slides outside those playoff spots. Okay, so decisions. Is he going to try and keep playing, or is he going to come off? Oh, he's got to come off. He's got to come off. They're lifting him up off the ground. So comes on, scores a goal, and potentially gets injured. That'll be helpful for Sheffield Wednesday if he is injured, but he doesn't look too bad. Probably just precautionary at this stage. So Shalaba's goal for the club was his first goal for the club. Interesting. So he is off, and Sean Fusire is on for him, number 4. Okay, so play resumes, and a ball gets kicked straight back to Leicester. Now, Leicester on the halfway. Working their way up the left this time again. Oh, back heel. Leicester player coming onto it, couldn't quite get through, and it ends up going through for a goal kick. Okay, look at stats. Okay, so my clock issue appears to also be a stats issue. The goal hasn't updated, and actually I haven't been paying attention. Have the teams been swapping or not? But this is better than yesterday when everything just shut down on me. So let's just run with it. Early in the season, we're going to have a few gremlins. We'll get them sorted out. Thanks for that, Elizabeth. Okay, we are coming up on 34 minutes. I will give her a call at 34. And the ref has restarted again. Leicester up on the left-hand side, 58, 59, 34 minutes. Okay, now we're out for a corner on the... Leicester keep going up the left-hand side. Throw in. Now let's see. Can they get another attack on here? No. Pass the ball straight to Sheffield Wednesday, and he goes up the right wing. Doesn't get it correct and is now out for a throw-in. So Cifuentes, this is his first match for Leicester as a new manager for Sheffield Wednesday as well, who was their reserve coach or second coach, however you want to call him. He's after taking over for Sheffield Wednesday. But Cifuentes will not be happy if he loses this one. Okay, played a nice ball through there. Leicester player passed it up again, almost got it to one of their other players, but it got cleared. Keeper got to it as well in the end, so got cut out. So Sheffield Wednesday are generally sitting quite deep and letting Leicester get all the way up to the halfway before putting any pressure on them. And now Leicester gave him a little bit of space to play out there. and they could do nothing with it. So Leicester stole it back on the attack, this time on the right-hand side, playing the ball forward. Oh, and pressure, Wednesday have it back. And they play it backwards to their defence, and over to the keeper, and let's start again. Ooh, dangerous little triangles there. They're getting pressure from Leicester. Keeper gets a nice long pass out. Pressured, Leicester fighting them again. No free kick called as the Leicester player goes down. Wednesday are playing out. Can they start an attack? Taken down. Ref finally called free kick. So free kick out for Wednesday. Okay, long ball over the top there, chasing. Wednesday on the right-hand side. Can they do something? Play it back. Get the ball in. Oh, no. Tapping it around and Leicester get in between. Tried to steal it back and a free kick is given. So back to Leicester, and now they get to play out again. Okay, this has gotten a bit more interesting. So again, Sheffield Wednesday just pull back, give them the ball right up to halfway, and now they're getting even further in before Wednesday come after them. They're sitting way too deep. This time they've cut the attack out, got on the end of one of their passes, and their keeper plays it up the left-hand side this time into space. No one there. Two Leicester players play around a Wednesday player, and they have the ball back. There's no way Wednesday are going to survive this if they keep doing this. But they have just gone complete defense. Now, in fairness, their goal was on a complete break. They got a really fast movement, got up to the end and got on the end of it. So it's not like they were playing up very fluidly beforehand, but they were trying. Okay, Anakoli fouls Karamatri, so Wednesday have a free kick out in their own half. Just past 38 minutes. Okay, Stilo Bravos, interesting question here. Am I wrong in saying Wednesday looked more composed in defending deep in their own end than we did? Or is it because Southampton was just more dangerous? I'm going to sit the fence on this one. And at the moment, I'm going to say a bit of column A, a bit of column B. Because I think we were still attacking more than Sheffield Wednesday were. So we were further out of position, meaning we were chasing back when the attacks were coming back at us. So we weren't in perfect positions. They are just sitting back. They're doing almost nothing to get out of their own half. So that's why I think it looks a bit different, because they're getting into their structure a little bit earlier than we were. But I also think we were being broken down more strongly with better patterns, faster play than Leicester is coming up with today, in my opinion. Leicester certainly look weaker than Southampton and Ipswich and Birmingham at the moment for me. So Leicester in front of the goal there again, tried to get a shot off, couldn't do it, and Wednesday are on the attack again. Now they're on a break. Play the ball out the left-hand side. Defender gets to it. Good idea. Nice play, but cut out. And now we have Wednesday out of shape. They're not back yet. And Leicester are trying to get up there quickly, but just not doing it. They got harassed by some of the Wednesday players, stopped them breaking early. And now they're back in shape, back in formation. Crowd is singing, football in a library. Okay, ball's coming in by Leicester, swinging in. Cut out by a defender, back out for a corner. So now we have a nice attacking chance from Leicester here. Lining up for the corner now. It's coming from the left-hand side in swinger. Ball comes in. No, whistle, someone's down. Pushing. So what's the ref doing here? Who was pushing who? It was a Wednesday players went down. Ingleson turning and getting pushed over. Okay, ball in. Back corner. Back post. Oh, that was so close. On the back post. Header come back across the goal. Van der Vestig or somebody got his head up on it. Couldn't get it on target. Oh, he should have scored that. He should have buried it. Let's see. Did he? He had pressure from a defender in front of him, but he jumped higher. His head was above the defender. Yeah, I still think he should have done better. He should have got that on absolutely on target. But that was a great chance. The Sheffield Wednesday now are in the attack again up the right-hand side, but the ball goes out. So a throw in for Leicester right in their deep defensive area. That was probably the best missed opportunity, I would say. But Nick is saying it reminds me of the 3 or 4 of our missed shots yesterday. Yeah, I still think some of our missed opportunities yesterday were easier than that. Okay, we are past 43 minutes. So I will try and give a call at 44. Throw in coming from Sheffield Wednesday now on the right-hand side. Deep in Leicester's own half. Okay, ball coming in. Long throw, deep. They're getting up and Leicester defender gets it and it's out. Sheffield Wednesday gets a boot on it to clear it. Kicked it all the way down and it's a throw-in, a quick throw-in. And they're trying to get the break here as fast as they can, get that ball in, but they're getting harassed by the Wednesday defenders, slowing it down. Everyone's back. They're on the right-hand side now. Ball coming back in and defended by heading it out for a throw-in. So Leicester, another attacking throw-in on the right-hand side. Straight back to one of the... No, whistle gone. And I think that was a false throw-in. And now it's going to Sheffield Wednesday. That was a waste. Tried to do it quickly. Didn't throw it properly. I do agree with this. Barry Bannon moves very well to be 35. Yeah, he's getting around the pitch. Okay, now Sheffield Wednesday, a long through ball up the left-hand side. Got it to his player. And he cuts it through the legs. He sends the ball across the keeper, across the goal. Nobody on the end of it, nobody on the far side. Eventually went to one of his own players and he was out the right-hand side. Couldn't keep the ball. Went out for a Leicester throw and now the attack is gone. Dead. But these very quick attacks, they're dangerous. They are dangerous, but they need people on the end of them. Could Wednesday get another goal? Yes. It's 3 minutes has shown up as extra time. So we are currently at 45 and 35. So not long left to the half, and I will take a quick break at the half. I have one or two things to do, and then I will be straight back with you. No harm in throwing the result in. I suppose spoilers for those that don't want to know. So yeah, let them answer for themselves. Okay, so once again, the Wednesday defense have just closed down, come back into all the way back to the keeper, allowed Leicester come right up to the door before they started to do anything. They are essentially parking the bus. Okay, ball goes back to the Leicester goalkeeper. He's starting to recycle out the wing. Pressure from Wednesday, and they've got the ball back. Barry Bannon again starts another attack into the middle. They're trying to get on the end of it, but bouncing the ball around. It looks ugly, but they still have the ball. And Bannon throws it up there on the head. Too weak, too far out. Good chances in general, just getting up there and showing a little bit of danger. Leicester tried to break quickly on the run, but just didn't work. So Leicester have the ball again in the Wednesday half, as usual. Wednesday are back defending, as usual. And Leicester are going to try and play around them and break them down. So on the left-hand side now, on a running attack, goes for a shot, cut out, header back. They still have it out the wing, left wing. Movement back and forth, back and forth. Can he break him down? Still out the left, and he's closing in. Shot comes in. Too many defenders there. Bounces off a defender. Another shot comes in. Goalkeeper gets it. Not. They took the shot off the arm. Off the arm, but it ended up going to another Leicester player who took a shot. So yeah, the referee just let it go. And whistle has gone. We are done with the first half. So an interesting first half. Ted Nelson, just a quick one here before I finish up for a moment. Even though Sheffield Wednesday are parking the bus on D, they are doing a good job getting fast counter attacks. They're certainly getting a couple here and there. Some nice through balls, some nice plays up the wing, nice passing. So giving them a couple of opportunities. Some of them not that great, but they're chasing them down. They're trying. So definitely interesting. Okay, guys. So just give me a few minutes on this halftime break, and I will be back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I have my water. Let's keep hydrated. Now let's talk about it. Because that was disappointing for Leicester. Absolutely disappointing for Leicester. Um, they don't look like a great team, to be honest. Not compared to what I've seen so far with the other teams. Um, so they're going to be very, very disappointed. Even more so, if they end up winning this at the end, like they are. Sorry, even more so than Southampton. Southampton will be a bit upset that we scored a goal and were pushing them so much yesterday. But in the end, they broke us down with their play. They were a very, very good team. They pushed us right to the end, and we didn't have the energy in the team yet. We didn't have the legs of a championship team. And with Southampton coming down with the legs of a Prem team, albeit a weak team that's solid enough to ready for the championship. And the last 20 minutes, we were dying. Now, Leicester looked like they were on, what, third year? They were piddling about the match. And I called it. I called it and saying they've no impetus here. Now, some people do mention that you get used to losing and you can come down with a losing mentality. Now, they didn't look like they were worried, but the attitude of this will be easy, no problem. And could they lose this? They've looked the most like having a potential losing attitude of the big boys that have come down this season. So they absolutely got to kick it into high gear and they got to score a few goals. And Chef Wednesday look very well drilled. I will certainly give them that. They're keeping their shape well. Um, and Leicester, I would say, in this scenario, could do with a couple of big men up front to get up there and get on the end of the balls. But that doesn't seem to be their game. So they're going to have to play through a 10-man defense. I expect them to at some point. I do. I expect them to at some point. Is it out of the question that Wednesday could come up with another goal? No, because Leicester are going to have to leave gaps in order to get in and break them down. They're going to have to take chances of their own, and they could get caught on a break. It is possible. Now, some of those attacks, they have been decent and quick against them, but they didn't have a lot on the end. So it's gonna take something special for that second goal to come for Wednesday. Could happen. It's possible, but I expect Leicester to get one back. Maybe two. If they get one back early, they'll be in danger of getting the second. I expect this to go for a draw. Okay, Sarah, I believe the issues are fixed. However, the way I fix it on my end is to restart. Now, I could restart, but just for the moment, I think I'm not going to bother because of my issues yesterday. I'm not even going to risk restarting and relaunching everything again because StreamYard itself can be a little tricky. And if the presenter disappears from StreamYard, the whole stream can get shut down. So I'm not going to risk the whole stream getting kicked down for the stats. I'm just going to figure out how we can refresh the stats if necessary while I'm still in OBS. So after yesterday, it scared me a little bit that I ended up having to shut down. So everything's working right now. Otherwise, we'll just have to take this as a learning curve, and we'll figure it out moving forward. Sorry about those noises in the background. I am not alone. Okay, now I'm back. Okay, my child does not understand. Be quiet. Them's the breaks. You got kids. What can you do? Anyway, he's pretty good. He's loving his cartoons and his chance to be on the computer. None of the other kids, I have lots of kids, are here, so he's delighted in his time on the computer alone. Okay, now that should be it, I hope. So on the scoreboard, yeah, because it was 0-0, has not updated. Okay, let's have a look at the scoreboard. Why not? Just for a bit of fun, I can bring up a normal scoreboard. So seeing as this is the last match of the weekend, let's have a quick look. And the table is Bristol City, Stoke City, Millwall, Southampton, Portsmouth, Charlton Athletic, Middlesbrough, West Bromwich Albion. The top 8 teams have won. Then we have Sheffield Wednesday currently in 9th with winning 3 points. Then middle ground we have Ipswich Town, Preston North End, Birmingham City, Queen's Park Rangers, Coventry and Hull, all on 1 point for a draw. Then the losing teams, we have Wrexham, Norwich City, Leicester City currently in 18th, Blackburn Rovers, Oxford United, Swansea City, Watford, Derby and Sheffield United, all on 0 points. Okay, so Silo de Bravos. Let's jump on Wrexham for a second. Moore's injury is such a gut punch. Well, it is for us, but in our Discord, it was mentioned today that Moore was walking unaided at the ground. So that is interesting because I would expect him to be in a boot as a precautionary situation if he had some damage done. So very surprised if he's not in a boot today. So that actually looks quite good. Sorry, someone in chat just in a Discord just put something up that caught my eye. I'm not gonna say it live because that's one of those things that can be said in Discord but can't be said on YouTube about Mr. Barry Bannon. But we won't go there. Oh, hang on. Oh, for God's sake. So apparently the rumor that went around that he was walking fine was before the match, not after the bloody match. Oh, I hate these stupid rumors. Best. So debunked in the Discord, that video of him walking nicely has been debunked. Someone was playing about with it, I guess. But I wasn't in the Discord because I was here, so I didn't see it. So that was me all happy, saying that, oh, we might get away with this one. And maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so now I get the child sorted. And coming straight at me is the cat. He sees I'm at the table. I'm in my chair. And he decides to come and say hello. Cat, leave me alone. This is not a good time. The other thing the cat can do is stand. Oh, there we go. Jesus. Okay. Okay. I assume I disappeared there. So the cat decided to come and say hello. And what I was about to say was The cat loves to jump all over my keyboard and has the possibility of hitting escape in the wrong place and shutting down the whole stream. But instead, this time, just decided to knock over my camera. And now my camera's gone fuzzy because he played about with it. And my green screen is not working as well as it should now. Thanks, cat. Oh. Okay. Always a good time for a kitty to come and destroy your live stream. Yeah. Maybe he's hungry. Maybe I should feed him. Okay. John Merrill thinks Leicester may have made a sub at halftime, bringing Winks on. I've not actually been paying attention to the stream at all, so I haven't seen or heard anything. I'm not listening to the commentators. I'm talking to all you good people. Yeah, Rob Ryanred had previously said Parkinson reveals Kiefer Moore had suffered ankle ligament damage, but that covers a multitude of things. Normally it is something of an issue, yes, but we were kind of hoping for just a couple of weeks. There are, as far as I know, they class it in 3 different stages, and with stage 1 it can potentially be 2 to 3 weeks of recovery. So kind of hoping that but probably not. But the window is still open, so might push us to get another few signings over the line. Okay, guys, so the second half has started while I was chatting to you about my cat. A shot came in from Sheffield Wednesday, and they lashed it right over the bar. But they got up there and had a shot. So I am currently at 47 minutes and 42, 43, 44, 45 seconds. Okay, so we have a corner for Leicester now, obviously at the end, coming from the right-hand side, outswinger by the look of it. Now, are Leicester going to even this one up with a set piece? No, they're not, because they're going to play it short, then back in and straight out from the defence, header. And they play around with the ball now, try and break down. They're going out the wing again. Are we coming back in again for another one? Yeah, back in. Oh! Couldn't get on the end of it. Nice chance, though. Sent out by a defender. Okay, so now we have a corner from the other side. This time we've likely got an in-swinger. Yeah. Now, how do we handle the early pressure? Ball in near the early post, cleared by the defenders. Doesn't beat the first man. You have to beat the first man. Otherwise, what's the point? Matt Al, I'm not even going to put that up on the screen because I don't want him, and I don't think it's true. Okay, so Leicester, again, saying more of the second half came from the first. Putting pressure, getting to walk up into their half and play around. So this is a dangerous game to play. Maybe it's the best game to play now that they're ahead, but I don't like it. But Leicester seem to have calmed down a little bit. I don't care if it's on Wales Online. I don't really care where it's from at all. I'm not saying it because I don't want it to be true. I don't believe it. Okay, Leicester still trying to break it down, bouncing the ball around, trying to get through. Oh, they're in the box. Back out to the wing. Okay, ball coming in. No, low. And out for a corner in the end. Had to take the safer option. Didn't know who was around him. Had to poke it out. So now we've got another corner coming in from the left-hand side. Now another chance. This time beat the first man. Okay, ball in, beat the first man. Defender still got it. Came down, tried to go for a volley, completely messed it up. Sheffield Wednesday have the ball, back to the keeper, and we have a reset. One of their players got shoved in the back by a Leicester player, but no foul called. Okay, so the ball is out now, waiting for throw in on the right-hand side from Sheffield Wednesday in their own half. Ball comes in up towards the centre line, doesn't get far enough. Leicester take it. And now we're back into an attack with Wednesday out of shape for the moment. Though they're starting to get back. And we have our standard 10-man defence. Parking the bus, waiting to see what Leicester can do. Okay, so the two Wednesday players double up on their Leicester man and give him a foul. So we have a free kick coming in from the right-hand side. A little bit further out towards the throw-in line, the sideline. But it's in a dangerous enough position. He can swing this across the box and see if we can get ahead on it. This match seems so slow. Just waiting and waiting. Ball in, low. Oh! Oh, he's got it! Oh, that was not expected. Okay, instead of lobbing it in high, he put it in straight on the ground between defenders. Leicester player got on the end of it at his feet. Boom! Straight in on top of the keeper. Vestergaard may have got it. So lovely pass. So the first attacker who took the ball had to actually play it off. He played it back into the box in between all the defenders. Then the goal shot actually comes in. So a bit lucky, but nice, interesting thing. How do you defend that if you've never practiced defending that? So few free kicks come in on the ground like that. It was a nice, interesting play, and they got on the end of it. So now we're coming up on 54 minutes and 30 seconds now. So plenty of time to play here. Plenty of time for Leicester to take that second goal. Will they? They should. Look, they're getting so much possession. They're getting so many opportunities. They should. But let's see. Ball back in again. The other end. Okay, now on a quick release for Leicester this time. Have it on the left-hand side with legs. No one with him yet. And we've got a runner. Passes it back into the middle. He's still going. He's still going. Can he shoot? Oh! And the keeper stops it right at the last. In through the centre. Kept going. Got a shot off. Very dangerous. Nice by the keeper. And ultimately, it's now gone out for another corner. No, he didn't stop it with his face. It actually went off his shoulder. He had a big body blocking it, kind of deflected it with his shoulder. It did look like it was near his face. Okay, so corner coming in right-hand side again. Okay, beat the first man, but didn't really get far enough in. No depth on it. Header out, came back to the keeper. Keeper has it. And now he falls down. Okay. Collected the ball and then just said, I'm tired, I'm going to sit down. I'm just going to sit here. Okay, so just saw the replay there. That's what I was watching. I saw that it should have been disallowed as an offside, and the commentators were arguing over whether it is or it isn't. The offside player did not play the ball, but there was an attempt made to play the ball. So should it have been called offside or not? They're saying if there was VAR and they checked it, they would call it offside because he made an attempt at the ball. But yeah, interesting one. Interesting because the sideline referee did actually look like he was online to see the offside. So he should have called it. Madoff from the point deduction for Leicester. I don't think it'll be the end of the season, but there's no timeline as to when exactly it's going to come. Best guess as expectations of what people have been saying that the first one should be in the first 3 months. But then the second one is likely to be in the second half of the season, but who knows if these things are going to slide. Well, okay, John, interesting discussion topic here for a moment. Thankfully, it wasn't. I don't like the whole attempt part of the rule. Yes, what I don't like is when you have gray area at all with the rules. This is why VAR doesn't fucking work, is because you have too much gray area. So I don't like the fact that it's a does he play it or does he not play it at all. You're offside, you're offside. Either you're on or you're off. Make it simple, make it clean. And I don't like as well when you're offside and they allow the player to continue until he gets near the ball, because I find it's very dangerous for the keepers. If you have someone who is offside running at a keeper and they're waiting for him to touch that ball and he follows through and clatters the keeper, it puts the keeper at risk. If you're offside, call it end of. I don't like the new style of offside at all. So you got me on a rant there, John. Because Ted here as well. Let's keep going with this. If he tries to play the ball, it is an offside call. Yes. However, okay, riddle me this, Batman. What happens if there's 3 players all offside and then the linesman has to monitor 3 different players who are all offside? Are they involved in the play? Do they make an attempt? Do they try and go for the ball? Like, it's a ridiculous concept to ask them to do. Well, he is offside, but is he playing the ball? Sorry, nope. If you're anywhere near and offside, done. Like, maybe there's a case if you're miles off the other side, you're nowhere near the play. If you're coming back from a far position, you're walking backwards. I can see scenarios like that. But if you're anywhere near where the ball is being played, I don't think it matters for me personally. Okay. So Ted Nelson, if the attempt is made, it can affect another player stopping the ball. This is why attempted play is called. I agree with that. I understand the logic of why you would call an attempted play. That's fine. I have no problem with that in general as a concept, but I don't like it still. If you have been offside in the play, tough. You have called it offside for your entire team. Now, the only way I will make a kind of exception is if they are miles away from the ball. If they're on the other side of the pitch, if they're away, there are scenarios where I can accept it logically. They have nothing to do with the play. That is not one of them. A free kick was coming in, the ball crossed near that player, in the direction of the player at all, and he was offside. So it should have been called, in my opinion. It should not be confusing at all. It should be very, very simple. If you're anywhere near the ball during a play and offside, tough shit, you're offside. Don't be offside. Okay, so John agrees with me. 100% agree with you, Paddy. The attempt part, like so many of these stupid grey areas, is so subjective. Okay, time check, and we're going to get back to the play because I was ranting. So I'm going to stop ranting and I'm going to go back to the match. So we are at 62, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Now, I'll try and hit you up at 65 minutes shortly. And I'll try to remember to do it a little bit more. Okay. So now Leicester have the ball again, playing through the players this time. Oh, player slipped. He tried to pass it. And another player kept it in, got it back to his defender. So they still have the ball now, but Sheffield Wednesday are starting to get back into shape. Ooh, but the speed is coming. Number 10 on this left is quick. Ball in over the top. Towards the back. No one there, but the defender kicks it out for a corner. He wasn't sure who was behind him. He took the safer option. And now we have a corner. Okay, so we're still going in the chat. We could make a whole stream on this topic. Past and present offside rule. Yep. Ted keeps going. Okay, but holding is a rule also. And these refs are horrible about allowing basically tackles. American football type tackles. Yeah. Oh, I have issues with all of them. I have issues with all of them. And I'll tell you the way I would do it very simply. Whatever I institute will have almost no gray area. Almost none. And seeing as we're going to rant here, I might as well jump on VAR. The biggest reason I don't like VAR is because of the way they implement it. Is it a clear mistake from the ref? What does a clear mistake mean? Oh, did he make an honest mistake that he shouldn't have made? That's basically what they're saying. So I'm going to back up my mate that, yeah, he couldn't see it. It was a difficult angle. No. Did he make a mistake or not? That's what VAR should be there for. You have a different viewpoint. You have multiple camera viewpoints. So you should be the last port of call. You can get it absolutely right. And that's what VAR should be for. Double checking the biggest important decisions to make sure the ref got it right. And now if you go against the ref, it should not be held against the ref because he may have a different viewpoint and he may not have been able to see it. It should not be taken as a stain on the ref on the pitch if you overrule what he does on the pitch. He's got a different viewpoint. You are supposed to be there to get it right. And I don't care whether you overrule your mate. And I don't care if you drink down the pub with him every Saturday. Right? Whatever he does on the pitch is from his viewpoint. We give VAR multiple viewpoints to get it right. And they don't. It's a stupid system. Okay, I feel better. I enjoyed that. I've been waiting a couple of months to jump on VAR, and there was never a point to actually to do it. Because it's too expensive, Sarah. Too expensive. Teams don't want to use it, and because it's EFL. That's why. Because it's governed by the EFL. The EFL don't want it. It does cost a lot of money. So they've said no. So Valeri has just limped off the pitch. By the looks of it, the wrong side of the pitch, and now he's going to have to limp all the way around. So Leicester on the attack again, just outside the box. And I completely missed my time check at 65 minutes. Currently at 66:30. So I promised I will do that more, and I haven't yet. Coming soon. Okay, once again, Leicester on the attack. 10-man defending, out the wing. Down to the far line. He cuts it back over the top. Oh, and Leicester get on the end of it again for another kick. Had a chance there. So cut back towards the byline, over the top, header out to number 13, and he takes a shot from there. Couldn't keep it down. No, I think the keeper did get on the end of it. So it was a nice save. Okay. What age is that boy? That lad looks like he's about 14. Of course, that was a Sheffield Wednesday player. It wasn't actually. It was a Leicester player. What am I saying? The poor old injured player still walking around the pitch. Okay, double change here for Sheffield Wednesday. Kit watch, I don't like it. I've changed my mind. It's not great. Couple of blue lines and then a dirty Mr. Vegas in green across the center. Nah, I don't like it. Okay, so John said 16-year-old wonder kid. I wasn't far off. He looks 14. I was only half joking. Okay, so let's see how good he is now. Steve Barton is actually rooting for Wednesday. Okay, 69 minutes. See, notice how I spotted 69 minutes. That's the child in me. And Hapsification loves the old "you're shit" chant. Okay. Sarah, suggestion. Paddy, can you do a segment about all of the stupid rules at some point in a different show? Would be helpful to all of us newbies. We could, and it would be an interesting show. I just kind of think some of them, though, are kind of prem rules. Now, it wouldn't hurt because we're planning on going up there. But yes, we could, and I think it would be interesting. Okay, so now we've restarted. Throw in goes up to new guy with his curly hair. Mace. Okay, anyway, Leicester on the attack and taken down. Free kick, yeah. Pulled down by Wednesday. Let's see who was right there. Yeah, pulled down by the arm eventually. He was quick. Jeez, number 7, he was quick up that right wing. Couldn't be held through 3 defenders. Now Leicester got through players. Free kick. Okay, now this is an interesting position. Yellow card for the Leicester player. No, he was pointing at a Leicester player, but Leicester are getting the free kick, so that makes no sense. Was it for a smart count? Okay, so this free kick anyway is almost at the byline, only a couple of feet up. So this will be interesting. Of course, can swing it right across a goal. Okay, sorry, I got a call there from my kid. Had to answer. So ball driven back just outside the box. Player comes in, winks, gives it a nice smash, but cannot keep it low over the bar. Okay, so back in play. Leicester just passing the halfway line. Sheffield Wednesday are now starting to defend a little bit higher up the pitch, which is an interesting move now. They're spreading out a bit more. They're not allowing them to come as deep before getting near them. And then, as I say that, they retreat. Let's see if that continues. Okay, ball coming in. No. Cleared by a Wednesday player. Back out to Leicester, resetting at the middle. Playing the little triangles. Playing a couple of triangles, but I'm not impressed. Leicester should be better than this. Pass it nicely up the middle, back out to the right-hand side. Can they swing the ball back in now? Can they do something with it? On the run. Ball in. Oh! Just missed on the header. Fell down almost to another Leicester player to get on the end of. He missed as well. So now it's a reset back into the centre of the pitch. Leicester again attacking as standard. Oh, nice play up between a defender up to the right-hand side. Number 7 gets on the end of it, but can't cross it in. Nice move there to break up and get through the defence. Lovely. But he ended up, he didn't even hit the side netting. Back behind the goal he went to eventually. So attacking areas this second half, Leicester 56% in the front half. Exactly as you might expect. So we are 74 and 14, 15, 16. Okay, goal kick for Sheffield Wednesday. And we start again. So Sheffield Jeremy Monga, 16-year-old. One of the youngest to get a contract. Okay, we're now hitting 75 minutes. 15 minutes of normal time left. Sarah. What? They're allowed to play at 16? Yeah. If you're good enough, you're old enough. Simple as that. Yes, you can. Now, they do have to be on a professional contract. And Barry Bannon is getting a red. He went in for a sliding tackle, missed it, and is about to get sent off. Second yellow, red. Booyah! Bye-bye. Okay, let's have a look at it again now. Yeah. Okay, so here's another perfect one to discuss with the rules, right? So Barry Bannon goes in, studs up, which you're not really supposed to do, but he does get to the ball first. So he connects with the ball, which sometimes can save your ass. Then he follows through and connects with the other player, stood up on his tie. So he can feel a little bit aggrieved, but tough shit. You're here long enough to know the rules, and you're not 20 anymore playing by the old rules. You are deemed to be responsible for the motion of your body in how you tackle and how you throw yourself around. And if you continue with the studs up and you hit someone, it's your own responsibility. So studs up are generally not allowed, but they're basically allowed if you don't hit anybody. Is kind of the way it works. So you have to be very careful that your studs don't come down. Now, I remember, Jesus, was it last season? It might even have been the League Two, the League Two season, where one of our players came in a similar way, but actually had his studs down, connected with the ball, and the movement of his foot connected with the ball and rolled over, pushing his foot up into the air, pushing the studs out, connected with the defender, and he got a red. So it happens. You're deemed to be responsible. And there was a question there. Well, Ted Nelson says the attacker had his studs up also. Yes, the attacker did have his studs up also, but the attacker did not stud Bannon. So he's responsible for his own slide and his own studs, and he didn't hit Bannon. Oh, no. That was a nice one. Keeper came out, sliding, grabbed the ball, just went out. He actually turned his whole body went out over the line, but he kept the ball inside the box. So that was nice. He did that well. Will Boyle at Newport. There we go. That's who I was talking about, I think. Okay. So interesting rules. Another one that we had with Okonkwo was the ball that everybody believed was across the line. And it basically was. However, the rule is that the entire ball must cross the line, every bit of it. Otherwise, it's not in, which I almost think is a little bit silly, but again, maybe a discussion point. So I believe in this case, the ball had crossed the line. AO scooped it back out from inside the line, but the assistant referee on the sideline wouldn't have been able to see the ball past the line because of the post. So it counted as a no goal. Okay, so now we're past 80 minutes and 54, 55. And it's still 1-1. But Sheffield are down to 10 men. So let's see if they can hang on. And as Elizabeth says, yes, absolutely. Bannon's first yellow card was for a dissent with the ref. So I bet he's should have kept his mouth shut now. Okay. Leicester on the attack, same attack, right wing, knocked the ball in, but the defenders are getting to it because they've got about 7 defenders in the box. Rinse and repeat, exactly the same. Nothing that interesting going on. So actually now we have 9 men back instead of 10 because we have lost Barry Bannon. So can they survive this? Let's see. Leicester at the right-hand side, waiting to swing the ball in, down to the byline. And we have a corner. Tried to swing the ball in, Lowe had to kick it out. Okay. Short corner. Did nothing with it, and now they're back to same old. Ball in over the top. Vestergaard tried to keep it down, couldn't get under it properly, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. Leicester manager Cifuentes doesn't look too happy. Okay, John Merrill. Haven't seen Ipswich, Southampton, Sheffield United, and Leicester. I don't fear any of them. However, their squads will look different come the 1st of September. Yeah, good call. And I don't know how we're going to fare now that we've lost Keith for Moore, and or who else is going to come in for us. But I take a lot of positives out of our match yesterday. And I'm less worried we'll be able to try and compete with the big boys. We may not beat them this season, but I think we'll be nicely up there come the end of the season. Maybe not make playoffs, which is a stretch goal in fairness, but I think we'll be solid this season. Possession for Leicester, 88%. 12% for Sheffield Wednesday. Now, we have had some bad possession in the past, but we've never been down to 12% as far as I'm aware. Esteban thinks that the transfer window is about to kick into gear for us. Yeah, I still think we have a couple of moves to make. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, long throw in from the left-hand side for Leicester. No, sorry, Sheffield Wednesday. So can they get an attack on here? Can they score a goal with 10 men? Trying a long one by the look of it. Come on. What's your long throw like? Okay. Leicester, Vestergaard gets on the end of it. Back out to Iverson. Or Ingleson, sorry. Now Leicester have it on the break up the right-hand side. More players trying to catch up with him. He still has it. Keep going. Oh, he's passed them all. He's got the ball over the top. Oh, and on the head. And the keeper stops it with a reaching glove. Diving, one-handed glove to parry that out. Oh, that was a nice movement. Oh. Ball comes down off the attacker's head, off the ground and back up. That's a gorgeous save by their keeper. He's good. He is a good keeper. He looks small. He might be small, but he's a decent keeper. Back out for a corner. Do we need a keeper for 7 million? I don't know. He looks a little bit small for me, but he's a decent keeper. Okay, so corner coming in from the right-hand side for Leicester. Swings it in, down on the head. They get on it. Across the goal, keeper misses it. We are 2-1. At 86 minutes. That's it. This game is pretty much done and dusted for Wednesday. That was bound to happen at some point. Had to happen at some point. Header came from outside the near post, glanced it in. Now, in fairness, Madal, hang on now. Okay, I'll give you the first one. The first joke is good here. I hope that the game doesn't go on too long. Wednesday's keeper has school tomorrow. He does look young. That's fine. Didn't Paddy just say the keeper was good? Keeper is good. He is good. But that glancing header came right across the keeper, up under the bar. Snuck it right under that bar. Keeper was slightly down, allowing for movement left and right. Couldn't get up on it. Now, I did also say he was small. So he missed it. He couldn't get up to the bar to stop it. But, oh well. And then Sheffield Wednesday go up the other end, go on an attack, almost get pulled down in the box, don't get a penalty. And now we turn it around and it's back to Leicester coming up the other way. 88 minutes, 25 seconds. And a free kick for Leicester outside the box on the left-hand side. That's the young boy, 16, getting closed down, dropped. And John says it correct here. The issue with that goal was that the Leicester player was being free and not marked at all. He got a free header, allowing him to get it on target like that. That is the problem. Nobody was there to stop him. Okay, so we're back to another set piece. Free kick from the left-hand side in a nice spot, just outside the box. They play it short. And they're playing it back left and right to each other. What a waste of this. Well, I suppose they're winning, so it doesn't really matter. But I still would have attacked them with that. Now they're playing keep ball. Leicester immediately go into, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to keep the ball and play about. Now as I was saying that, they're still in a dangerous spot. And they take a shot outside the box. Outside the box, long range effort. Boom, at the keeper. Keeper has to parry it away with both hands. Lot of power. And it goes over the bar. So, another corner. And they play it short. 9 minutes extra time. 9 minutes of added time. Leicester play around on the left-hand side. Now they look with a bit of movement. That kid is quick. That's the young kid. Monza. Goes out for a goal kick. So no danger at the moment. Sheffield Wednesday try and do something. Esteban just mentioned that the commentator on Paramount Plus just mentioned how much they're missing Josh Windass. Yes, we took Josh Windass from them and he looked amazing in the first game for us. So we are very happy with Mr. Josh Windass so far this season. We are not so happy that with Kiefer Moore getting injured on the very first match of the season after looking amazing also. But that's one of those problems that you just have to live with. We seem to have them every season with a major player going down injured at the early stages. This season it's Kiefer Moore. Came in from Sheffield United. And Elizabeth is correct. This feels a bit of a repeat from our match yesterday. Underdogs were not expected to win, but went up 1-0, only to lose it late in the match. Now, obviously, Leicester have had masses of possession, so they're just going to shut this down. They're just going to take their time, slow it down, play around, nice little triangles. They have no impetus now to really attack. They will occasionally when they get the chance, but they're just messing about now. Okay, down the wing. Back in, low. And we have a shot. Oh, keeper saves it. Okay, now we've Leicester on the break again. Oh, he was coming straight in on goal. Passed it across the 6-yard box and got it wrong, and the other player wasn't there. Good movement, though. Good, quick movement. Where's this been all the game? Basically, they're just sitting back, tapping it around now, and every so often going on a really quick break. Okay. Leicester just outside the box, passing it around. Oh, another one! No! Keeper saved it! They were just playing straight through the defence. The Sheffield Wednesday defence are just tired. That's what it is. They are just tired. They look done. And now Leicester's playing straight through them. He should have buried that. That was a poor finish by the Leicester player. He should have buried it. El Canous. He should have buried that. Poor finish. He was open in front of the keeper with the whole goal, and he buried it straight at him. Okay, so Sheffield Wednesday try a break here now up the other side. Taken down, no foul. Okay. Leicester breaking through now again, trying to switch through the centre on a run. Tries to play it up the middle, cut out by a Wednesday player. Saw it that time. Couldn't get the pass through. Ciro de Bravos, yes, Sheffield Wednesday look broken now. That's exactly how I would describe them. They look broken and done. They lost their last wind when that second goal went in. They just went. Dropped. Every bit of energy dropped out of them when that happened. So we have more changes coming in here. 84 minutes and 53, 54, 55 seconds. 5 minutes left in the extra added on time. Ugbo's coming on. Okay, John, I keep saying in this league, it is all about strength of squad. You have to put so much into the games. You need quality to bring on. Otherwise, you're going to get done over late on. I agree. Yeah, absolutely. And that is the area I worry about us this season. We don't have the depth of squad this season, obviously, because it's our first season in and we're just starting to upgrade. Our depth in the bench is not there. It will take till next summer. If we're bringing in anywhere between 8 and 11 players by the end of this season, transfer window, and then we're doing the same again next summer, and 2 or 3 at least in January, that's basically a double squad at that point, and we will be much, much stronger. We'll catch up on teams that are ahead of us now. So that worries me a bit this season. Yeah. What we normally do is we normally have a massive bench where we come on late, put the pressure on, and get the game taken away from the other team. That's not going to happen this season. At least I don't think so. Time copper. Wait, do Sheffield Wednesday really have their owner's name on the seats? Yes, he did put Chansiri in the stand. Yes, he did. Okay, so 2 minutes left. And it's all over. I don't think there's any shot that Wednesday are coming back here to sneak a goal. Leicester are just toying with them now, just playing about. Little triangles left and right, and occasionally going on a really quick break because the players they brought on are full of energy and are just playing in circles. And now we have a free kick halfway into Wednesday's half. Okay, up the right-hand side again for Leicester. And we go for corner. Yeah, I think so. Corner for Leicester now. Another set piece. Waste a bit of time. This might be the last movement of the game. And they play it short. Again, just messing about. And now we go for a break into the box. Pass it off. Oh, can we get a shot here? No, shut down by Wednesday. They kick the ball up. And Leicester clean it up back to their keeper. Launches the ball long, and we are about to hit 99 minutes. We have 5 seconds left. And Leicester going another run, attacking the one line of defenders. And a shot from distance, and keeper saves it over the post. Another corner. Is the referee going to give them the corner, or is he going to call it? Okay, so corner from the left-hand side here. Are they going to play short and waste time again? Probably. Yeah, there we go. Played off. And played off the defender, out for a throw-in. And that's the final whistle. Leicester take this first match against Sheffield Wednesday 2-1. Cifuentes wins his first match, but will he be happy with it? I don't think he should be. I really don't think he should be. Okay, so John. Well, Wednesday did far better than expected. They won't be a walkover this season if they play like that all season. Yeah, maybe. But at the same time, if they're going to sit back and park the bus all season, that's not good either. Their counter-attacking game is pretty decent. I'll absolutely grant that. They're gonna do that to a few teams. They're gonna get some nice goals with that, but they don't look like a strong squad that are going to stand up and take the ball and push other teams. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes, and we'll have to wait and see how quickly they lose points. Because if they're going to start collecting points, I agree with you that if they do that early, if they collect points early, then it'll give them a bit of impetus to push up along the league. However, I do think the opposite will also be true. If they get some unlucky results, let's say, good matches but unlucky results, and don't get points early, they could also fall apart quite badly, in my opinion. So interesting match. I'm not crazy impressed with Leicester. They have some lovely players. They do have some speed when they want to. Was not impressed with how they worked today, but it is early season. It's not fair to actually to hit Leicester too much. They looked in general like a very strong squad, but it's early in the season. They could be amazing by the look of them. Okay, John, they also won't play teams like Leicester every week. I don't see them surviving at all, but you're going to need to work hard to beat them, is what I'm saying. I'll absolutely agree with that. Yes, yeah, absolutely. They're not going to be a walkover that you'll just turn up and win. Yes, you're going to have to beat them. But I see a lot of, at the moment, I see a lot of teams being able to do that. So we'll see how it turns out. As I said, if they get a lot of points early, that would change for me, because momentum is important for me with their scenario. I think momentum is absolutely important. You have teams come to them 5 matches down the road and they've got 2 points. Yeah, they're not going to be scary. Ted Nelson, that was fun to watch. Thanks very much for that, Ted. I enjoyed it. I enjoy being here. I'm sure I'll do it again. Sheffield Wednesday next to Wrexham in the table. So this is an interesting one. We're going to have Sheffield Wednesday early. So let's hope that we can just hammer them instead of Leicester then, when they come to us. So guys, that is it. The match is over. I am going to finish up because I hear multiple children coming into the house in the background. So I'm not going to push my luck. Thank you very much to everybody, and go and join the local pundit channel. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, because I didn't say it once this whole match. Join the Discord if you would like to join us over there. We all expected a kicking for Sheffield Wednesday. It did not happen. And on that bombshell, could Wednesday survive the bottom 3? Yet to be decided. They did have a decent match today, and almost got at least a point out of it. So take care, everybody. We will see you again soon.